Hashem,
Ah,
I
Shalom,
managed
Rav.
to fast today. It's very nice. When did the fast finish in South Africa?
25 to 7.
Oh,
Similar to
so
here.
here it finished 6:10. And now you, Mr. Bereshitz.
I'm getting there, Rav. Every day is better.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem.
Yeah. Another 2 weeks, I've got to see him, so I'm hoping it'll all be fine.
And nice, Mr. Weiner. After
Thank
Basel.
God.
When did you go back?
I was back last week, Thursday. Last week, Thursday.
Did
So,
you fly Elal?
sorry?
Did you fly Elal?
Yes, LL.
Wow,
So LL,
that's
this month is
last.
the last trip. There's one tonight, and then there's one next week, and that's
And
the end of LL.
Ah,
Yeah.
And Rav, how are you feeling? How's your tooth?
and the pain was only for one night, so I forget about it in the meantime.
But we need to see
You
we need to see
you
the
said,
X-ray.
I asked Chavaita if she got
Yeah.
Afnaya, whatever. I forgot to ask her
No,
tonight.
she's
again.
got it. She's got it on the WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the news in South Africa after election? Nothing.
No
Not
news.
much with regard to Israel.
No.
They had a thing today that everybody at 5:30 said the Shema Yisrael with the people in Jerusalem.
Was at the
All
Kotel.
over. Yeah, from the Kotel.
It was incredible.
Yeah, and then also the shoes, the base had something at 5:45, a community thing, and all the schools had some community things going on all over the place, even all over. Some prayers and everything for Israel.
You know, it's raining now in Yerushalayim, but
But
it wasn't raining then.
What?
Rav, it's raining very hard in Yerushalayim, but at 5:30 it
Where's
wasn't
the
raining.
rain? Now?
Hey, now it's raining now, quite hard.
No, it's a little drips.
No, it
But-
was raining, but you know, Baruch Hashem, at 5:30 it wasn't raining.
Tuesday was a full force. Tuesday,
Yeah,
the rain, full. You remember Tuesday?
I remember. It was unbelievable.
Okay. So let's just hope that Purim will bring us a similar miracle to get with this Choleres. So we are in page Yud 10, 10A5. Three sentences from the bottom. We were talking, what is it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I don't remember when it was the last time that we learned. 1 week I wasn't there. 1 week, I'm completely mixed up. It was so difficult for me to get back to routine, when I came back, that was in my mind, I didn't know where I am. In Johannesburg, Cape Town, Kiryat Yarim, everything was too great. At any rate, we were talking about Yehuda and Tamar. This was the discussion that we finished off. Now we're starting, as I said, 4 lines from the bottom. Vayta Esher Be'er Sheva. It's talking that Abraham planted Esher in Be'er Sheva. What is the Esher in Be'er Sheva? ריש לקיש אמר ריש לקיש said, מלמד שעשה פרדס ונתן בו כל מיני בגדים. He teaches us that he made an orchard and planted in this many times to find fruits. This is part of Achnasas Orchim. The Abraham Avinu, when he created the whole system of hospitality to have the guest house, so he also planted the orchard with a variety of fruit. This according to Rish Lakish. Rabbi Yehuda ורב נחמן אחד אמר פרדס ואחד אמר פונדק. The others say it was not orchard, but it was an inn where the travelers could actually sleep the night to be able to guest like a hotel.
We can't really hear.
To orchard. אלא למד הרב פונדק, מטיף you are saying that this is an inn, my Vaita, so up to an inn. The Gemara said, no, you can see in the Tanakh, Vaita olei afadno, that there is, it's written that he built, and that he will pitch the tents of the palace, so you can see the verb Vaita, planting, can also refer to construction. Then the Gemara continue. ויקרא שם בשם השם כל עולם. In Abraham, the pasuk, the verse said, ויקרא שם בשם השם אלוקים. Then Hashem, then Abraham, he proclaimed the name of Hashem, the head of the God of the world. אמר ריש לקיש, אל תקריא ויקרא, אלא ויקריא. Not that he actually named, but it caused the other to call the name of Hashem. In other words, that Abraham Avinu used this hotel to make people to recognize God, and this is what it means. He called the name of Hashem to be blessed by everybody, the people of the Shab. Yet the whole Kiruv program, כיצד, how did he do it? לאחר שאכלו ושתו, it was a proper service of hotel. After they ate and drank, עמדו לברכו, that as usually people, when you eat, you say thank you. So they stood up to bless Abraham for this kindness. אמר להם, Abraham said to them, וכי משלי אכלתם? Have you eaten something from mine? Of course not. משל אלוקי עולם אכלתם. You ate actually from the food of Hashem. Which means the thank you must not come to me, but it has to come to God. הודו ושבחו וברכו למי שאמר והיה העולם. So he succeeded in what he said. They thanked, praised, and blessed Hashem, which created the world. So this was out of the subject that we were talking about Yehuda. And now we go back to the subject. וירא יהודה והשבה לזונה כי כיסתה פניה. Remember we spoke about that when Yehuda, Tamar was his daughter-in-law, that two of his sons died being husband, each one was a period the husband of her, and Tamar and Yehuda wouldn't let the third son to marry her, and she became very, very upset, and she made a trick. She still went to a place where she knew that Yehuda will pass by, and he didn't recognize her, and he actually thought that she's a prostitute. The Gemara says, Mishum the Pasuk says, Yehuda thought that she was a harlot because she had covered her face. And the Gemara asked, because she had covered her face, he thought that she was a harlot. Any woman that covered her face is supposed to be a harlot. You can look at it in a positive way, that this is a sign of modesty. This is not a behavior of a harlot. Amar Rabbi said, what the meaning is, שכיסתה פניה בפני חמיה. It means that Yehuda never actually saw her face. It always, when she was with her father-in-law, or in father's house, because of modesty, she covered her face. And because of that, Yehuda never recognized her. And this supports what Rabbi Shmuel bar Nachmani אמר יונתן. כל that kings and prophets descends from her. So now the Gemara want to say that the Gemara will support it now by saying that from Tamar, her descendants had kings and prophets. And where do we learn from? In Tamar. The first point, prophets. דכתיב יחזון ישעיהו בן אמוץ. The prophet Yeshayahu is a descendant of Tamar, because it says that Yeshayahu was the son of Amos. The Gemara will explain later I that related to Amos, the relationship between Amos and Tamar. Menachem David was a descendant of her. Dama Rab Levi said, דבר זה מסורת בידינו אבותינו. We had a tradition that passed down from our fathers. אמוץ והמציא אחים היו. אמוץ והמציא were brothers. So, Amatzia was the son of King David. Sorry. Amatzia he was also Tamar. Very fine. The Amatzia was a descendant of King David. So if Amatzia, 1 second, this starts knocking in the door, the guy is coming to collect money for poor. One sec. Becomes a tradition here. Before Purim, it was already starting last week. Youngsters from the yeshivas come to collect money for the yeshiva boys. Anyhow, so we have Amotz and Amotz.
Repeat it. I'm a little bit confused what's going on here. I'm not sure I understand exactly what's happening with Tamar and
two brothers. One was Amotz and one was Amatzia.
yeah.
Amatzia was the descendant of the royalty of King David. In Tanakh, we find Amatzia. There is a the Amotz Amotz was a prophet. There is always, you look at the note 10, that whoever the prophet is being called as a son of, then means that the father also was a prophet. So
Are they saying that all of these people were descendants of Tamar? Is that
Yeah.
what it's?
Yeah, because the descendant of Tamar, Judah, Judah was the base of the royalty, and he had the two Amos and his father and Yeshayahu. So Yeshayahu was a prophet, and the Gemara says that he was a prophet, the son of a prophet, which was Amos. And Amos was the brother of Amaziah. So it means that they were all descendants of Tamar.
Oh, okay.
To prove the point that because Tamar behaved with modesty, the merit was that she had descendants, kings and prophets.
Who was the father of the Amos?
What?
Who was the father of Amos?
The father of Amos?
Yes. We know the mother is Tamar, but who is the father?
We say the Bobby, the old the grandmother was Tamar, who was what we read about her, that she pretended as an harlot in order to have a relationship with Judah, and her descendants were kings and prophets. And the Gemara wanted to tell us that if a woman, like a bride, which is modest, behaves in modesty, she had the reward that her descendants were kings and prophets. And then the Gemara continues to understand
Rav, sorry to interrupt you. The problem that I'm having with this is that Tamar tricked Yehuda, just like Jacob tricked Isaac. And we find what I'm trying to understand is she tricked him, right? You're saying, well, it's because she was modest, therefore she was going to, but she still tricked him into doing something that he didn't intend doing. And his motives were not absolutely pure at all.
It's true, but the fact is that it's true that she cheated him, and because he didn't want to know her. But the fact was that according to the law, the third son actually, like we know from the law of Ibum, a brother-in-law should marry the widow of his brother.
Yeah.
So, and she could not get married to anybody else because she's still bonded to this family. One second, and my children phone, they worry about me fasting. I did a fast. Baruch Hashem, the children still worry for me. So the answer, woman. So according, yes, she was cheating, but it seems to me that this was the result shows that actually what she did was right. This is what
Yeah.
actually I think the lesson comes. The very fact their descendants were kings and prophets shows she was right, and in fact we see from the continuation of the story as she began, which actually she was prepared to risk her life. Look at this. It says the following. Imut said, when she was taken out, in fact, when Judah found out that she was Tamar, his daughter-in-law, which is still like related, he didn't know, as he said, she found, the Gemara it says, Imi to check me about it. The verse should have stated she was clearly, she was taken out. What was the question? What was taken out? Then he thought that she was. He didn't know. He didn't recognize her. That she was Tamar. So רגע אחד. 1 second. He actually, what the story goes, that Judah later, at a later stage, she fell pregnant by Judah. Now, Judah was told that she fell pregnant. In his mind, he didn't think that he was the father. So in his mind, he thought that she had a relationship with a stranger, that being still a kind of married to Judah's son, which she was not allowed to do it. So therefore, when it was that he was told that this is the harlot that Tamar had a relationship with a stranger, then she was taken out to be killed. And this is what he said, when she was taken out to be executed, Amar Ablezer, the story says that she showed signs when she said, I am pregnant to the one with this signs. Now, what was the story previously? When Yehuda met her, Tamar, thinking that she is the harlot, he wanted to have a relationship with her. And she said, yes, pay for it. So he said, I don't have anything now to give you. I will send you from home, I'll send you cattle, whatever. Said, I want to have a guarantee. What do you call it? Mashkon. I want to have something, something to show that you feel obligated. So he gave her something which signifies that he is the one that a relationship with her and he owes her. What happened after that, when he tried to fulfill his promise, this was the story, you'll find it in Genesis. Then he sent the animal, the cattle, to her, and of course,
Goat.
the messenger didn't find her. So Yehuda said, what can we do? She's not there. Maybe I'll take the Tanakh to read this full paragraph, which is very interesting. Let me read it to you. Where do I have there? A Bible, English Bible. Not English. I had the English one. At any rate, I don't want to. You can find it in book of Genesis and Bereshit, chapter 38. So the guy said to Yehuda, so Yehuda said, what can I do? I tried to fulfill the promise, and he didn't want that it should become public that he, Yehuda, had a relationship with Harlot. Later on, was found out that she's pregnant. So he said, Otzioa v'tisaref. She must go, take her out that she must die, she must be killed. Then she produced the signs that you gave her, and she said, I am pregnant to this one that has got this signs. Now, this was interesting from Tamar's point of view. She didn't say, you are the father. She wanted not to, how do you say, to shame him. She wanted to know if he would admit and say himself. And this is what happened. He admitted, and he said, yes, it's me. And this was the story that was. So she was, on one hand, she acted in order, she wanted very much to have a child from a descendants from Yehuda. And this is, she played this whole story. And what happened, the Gemara gives some story behind which is not written in the text. When she, after she identified the objects, the simonim, which was given to her by Yehuda, Ba Samael Dirchkan. Samael, this is the bad angel, he descended from her that she be unable to send them to Yehuda. He wanted that she should go and she be killed. However, the angel Gabriel, he brought them close to her once again, and then what he says, נמצאו סימניה, like these objects, the signs were found. So there is a continuation how the Gemara develops, so relating to another posuk as well.
Rav, we've only got 2.5 minutes.
Okay, so in essence, you can continue reading it, and we will perhaps mention next week, Blineder, that the whole story interesting, that how it was found that both of them acted in a very interesting way. She didn't want to embarrass him. He was prepared to admit, and because of that, the reward was that descendants were prophets and kings. So read for next week homework read this chapter in Genesis 38. We'll come to it in Mirz Hashem next week. In the meantime, have good Shabbos and Freilich Purim. It's Purim, time of rejoice.
Yes.
Purim Sameach. Purim Sameach.
Purim
Thank you.
Sameach.
Thank you, Rav.
Thank
Shabbat
you.
Shalom.
Thank you, Rav.
But
Everyone have a good Shabbos and a
Thank
good
you.
Purim.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Sam.
Kol tov,
Cheers,
everyone.
John. Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye, Brian. Kol tov.
Take care.